This is how Elon Musk makes billion-dollar decisions. Using brain software you've never been taught, what if you could borrow Elon Musk's brain for a day? Would you build a Mars colony, solve climate change, or finally figure out your laundry system? Let's be honest, most of us are just trying to remember where we put our phone while we're literally talking on it. The truth is, genius isn't just IQ, it's how you think. And today, I'm going to give you the exact mental models Elon Musk uses to think like a mad scientist. Minus the villain arc. Probably. These models aren't hacks, they're weapons. They'll help you solve problems, make decisions, and maybe stop overthinking every text you've ever sent. Welcome to Neurocraft. Let's upgrade your brain before it updates itself and leaves you behind. Mental Model 1. First Principles Thinking. Most people think like this. This is how it's done, so I'll do it. Slightly worse, but with more anxiety. But Elon, he ignores tradition and asks, what are the laws of physics saying? And can I bully them into making a cheaper rocket? That's first principles thinking. Instead of copying what works, you ask, what are the basic truths? Then you build upward from there like Lego for smart people. Example, when Elon wanted to launch rockets, he didn't ask NASA. He asked, what's a rocket made of? Answer, aluminum, carbon fiber, fuel, and dreams. He realized the materials cost just $6 million, but companies were charging $60 million. That's not business. That's daylight robbery with a jet engine. So he said, I'll make my own. Thanks. Boom. SpaceX. You can do this too. Break down your problems. Don't ask, how do people do this? Ask, what is this and what's it for? Example, can't wake up early. Stop buying alarm clocks shaped like bombs. Ask, what's stopping me from getting out of bed? The answer might be TikTok, not time. Mental Model 2. Probabilistic Thinking. Let's play poker. You've got a bad hand, but the pot is huge. Do you fold because it's not perfect? Or do you bet because the upside is worth it? That's probabilistic thinking, aka making decisions based on odds, not emotions. Most people make choices like, I have a good feeling about this. Great, so do people who buy scratch cards. Musk looks at expected value. He doesn't need a 100% chance. He needs a high enough upside to make the risk worth it. Like SpaceX, 10% chance of success. But if it works, we colonize Mars. That's not gambling. That's genius-level poker. You can apply this too. Thinking of switching careers, starting a YouTube channel? Don't ask, is this guaranteed? Ask if it works. How big is the payoff? And what do I lose if it flops? Geniuses bet smart, not safe. They play long-term games with long-term people. And they don't panic when the odds aren't perfect. Because sometimes, the dumbest decision is not taking the smart risk. Mental Model 3. Inversion. This one's fun. If you like negative thinking that's actually productive. It's called inversion, and it flips the question on its head. Instead of how do I succeed, ask how do I definitely fail? Then don't do that, genius. Charlie Munger, who looks like your grandpa but thinks like Sherlock Holmes, said, I just want to know where I'm going to die, so I never go there. Weirdly dark, deeply useful. Example, want to be productive. Don't start with morning routines that involve 7 journals and a cold plunge. Start with what ruins my focus every day. Answer, your phone, Slack. That one coworker who treats every chat like a TED Talk. Cut the failure points first. Success gets easier when you stop sabotaging yourself. This is how Musk finds flaws in companies, teams, and rockets. He asks, what could destroy this? Then he fixes that before it happens. You can use inversion for anything. Relationships, health, finance, goals. Invert the question, avoid the obvious failure. That's a win. Mental Model 4. Mental simulation. This one's like running reality in airplane mode. Mental simulation is imagining possible futures and planning for them. Before Musk launches a satellite, he launches 3 simulations in his head. It works, we're heroes. It fails, we go bankrupt. It half works, we panic. Then he builds plans for all 3. This isn't daydreaming, it's visualized strategy. Most people go through life reacting. Geniuses pre-play the game. You can do this. Let's say you're about to start a business. Run 3 simulations. Best case scenario. Worst case scenario. Why is this taking forever and costing me money? Scenario. Then build from there. Mental simulation reduces panic, reduces regret, and makes you 10x faster at real decisions because you've already made them in your mind. Bonus, you don't need actual consequences to learn, just imagination and caffeine. Mental Model 5. Compression. Compression is what happens when you force a giant idea through a very tiny hole and make it clear, not dumb. Musk does this all the time. Instead of, let's increase synergetic cross-platform value across stakeholder pipelines, he says, what's the input? What's the output? Why are we doing this? Boom, clarity. Compression is the ability to take a big mess of information and squeeze it into one brilliant sentence. Smart people make things sound complicated. Geniuses make complicated things sound obvious. Try it. Take your life goals. Now explain them in 10 words. Now 5, now 3. If you can't, maybe you don't actually know what you want. Clarity is rare. That's why it's powerful. Compression also makes ideas shareable. It's why one tweet from Musk moves markets, and one paragraph from your boss puts you to sleep. Less noise, more signal. That's the genius way. Final compression. The recap. Let's compress everything we just learned into a short, sharp tool set. First principles, break it down to raw truth. Probabilities play the odds, not your feelings. Inversion, think backward to move forward. Simulation, predict the future in your mind. Compression, say less, mean more. Genius isn't mysterious, it's mechanical. It's just thinking better. And now, you can too. Comment below. Which mental model are you stealing first? Subscribe if your brain just did push-ups, because this is Neurocraft, and we're just getting warmed up. Let's build your genius before AI does it for you.